Hey guys, it's Savannah and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a part of the Prints and Patterns Challenge. It is also everyday decor Dollar Tree DIYs, so let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, for our first DIY, you're gonna need one of these little hangers from the Dollar Tree. Now, I know that this isn't really a print DIY, but I do feel like it's a pattern because you'll see what we do in a minute. I just feel like I kind of made my own pattern. So I'm going for one of those old clothes racks, you know, the ones that sometimes you can push together and pull apart and they kind of spread like diamonds. That's what I'm going to try to make here, okay? So I'm taking some regular size craft sticks, popsicle sticks, whatever you call them, and I'm kind of just laying them out. Now, I knew that I wanted 3 of the diamonds, hence the pattern or shape, whatever. And so I knew I wanted 3. So I kind of have to play around with the diamonds until I can get as many on there as I want. So it did take a minute, not too long, obviously. But once I got it how I liked it, I kind of just laid it all out. And then I started hot gluing all of the popsicle sticks together. Then, I don't know if you guys have seen these before. I actually saw a picture on Pinterest, so that's kind of where this inspiration is coming from. But if you look at them, it's kind of like the way that they end is like the diamonds are cut in half. So that's what I was going for here. I'll insert a picture so you can kind of see what it looks like. So once I got all the hot glue, all the popsicle sticks glued together, I'm then gonna glue this little rack on there as well. Now, when I started, I'm just kind of putting hot glue anywhere that it touches the wood, and I didn't feel like that was enough security. So I do end up taking some black Dollar Tree zip ties, and I zip tie them anywhere that the popsicle sticks and the hanger interchange. So anywhere that there was an X, I go around the wood and the hooks. Then I just cut off all of the tails to the zip ties, and then I just wanted to add, I don't know, just a little bit more to it. So I actually got these little furniture buttons from Hobby Lobby. I think they're so cute. And I wanted to add these on to here as well. So I just took them and I just put them at the tip of the diamond. So anywhere that there was a tip. And then I did do the 2 ends at kind of the half diamond as well. Then once that was done, I took this outside and gave it a good coat of this black Rust-Oleum flat spray paint. And you guys, I've been on the hunt for one of these in a thrift store, and I finally was just like, I'm gonna make it. And I think this turned out so stinking cute. So let me know what you guys think. Today's video is a part of the Prints and Patterns Challenge. This challenge is hosted by Daniela and I. We were so excited to put this together. She is one of my best friends on YouTube, and I just feel like this is just so much fun. It's different, and it really just brings out your creativity. So in my description box, there is going to be a link to a playlist, and in the playlist are other amazing crafters who decided to join us on this challenge. So when you're done watching my video, of course, be sure to go check them out, show them awesome love, and honestly, I cannot wait to see what everyone has done. Moving on to our second DIY, I am taking one of these Easter cutting board decors. Shout out to Melissa from All Things Crafty. I was not able to find these anywhere around me. So she actually snagged 2 for me and mailed them to me. So thanks, girl. If you guys aren't following her, definitely go check her out. That's Melissa, All Things Crafty. So I just started by removing the front of this and then those little thumbtacks. And I found it pretty easy to remove those. Then this is where we get into some prints, but I got this scrapbook paper book from Hobby Lobby when I was up at my in-laws. Me and Megan from the Crafty Quinn, we actually finally got to meet up and we went on a little shopping spree at Hobby Lobby. But I just loved all the patterns in here, and I end up going with that yellow stripe paper, but I changed my mind because I wanted this to last kind of all year. I wanted to be able to keep this all year, and I felt like that yellow was more of a summery color. So then I am going to paint the back of this with some Ivory Waverly chalk paint. Again, just a good like, one coat. It's okay if some of that wood's showing through. I love it. If you don't, then by all means, cover the whole thing. Then this is where you can see that I decided to change the print pattern that I chose. And I decided to go with this kind of like flowery, I don't know, it just looked very like vintage and shabby chic to me. So I ended up hot gluing that on top of there. I just don't like using Mod Podge sometimes with paper because there's just bubbles, and I think it looks just as good when you hot glue it. Then I like taking my sander and just sanding the edges, so if it is a little bit over, I can go through and get all that excess paper off. That way I have like a clean, crisp, line on where the edges are. Then we're going to go back in and start distressing. So I am taking some antique Waverly wax and my chip brush, shocker, and I'm just distressing this whole cutting board. Now, obviously, this is not a cutting board, okay? So don't go cutting things in your kitchen on this and be like, well, Savannah made a cutting board. No, girl, I did not. This is decor purposes only, okay? I do not recommend using this to cut anything or put any kind of food on. Anyways, I don't even know why I said that, but I'm just going through and just distressing this whole thing because I want this to look kind of vintage, shabby, chic, farmhouse, all at the same time. And then I'm also going to lightly distress the raised part of this cutting board as well, just because the colors are kind of neutral and they almost blend in, but I kind of want this to pop out just a little bit. So I just did the edges and then I lightly dry brushed over the top. Then I printed this out on my Cricut. It is in the design studio. If you guys have that, it's free. No, well, the design studio isn't, but this image is if you pay for the design studio. Better get that right. So I just laid this on the middle. I thought it was so cute. It says Farm Fresh, and then it has a little piggy, a rooster, and a cow. I thought it was so adorable. So I just put this on the center of this. And then if you're new here, I like to just sand a little bit over my black vinyl, especially if I'm making something farmhouse, just to kind of dull down that black just a little bit and kind of make it look more worn. So then we are going to hot glue this to the center of our cutting board. Super self-explanatory. That's pretty much it. Then I was going to go back in and just put those little silver thumbtacks back in where they were, but I just felt like they didn't really blend in with what I had going on now. So I took some more of those little furniture button plugs or whatever these are called. I got them from Hobby Lobby. I think they were like $2.49 and then 50% off. So I just put those on the corner of there, and I just felt like the wood really went well with this whole project. I'm actually in love with this whole project. I really love everything that I did today. I just love patterns. I love colors, little pops but toned down a little bit. Like this has got something crazy going on, but it's very toned down. So then I'm just taking some of this ribbon from Hobby Lobby and some ribbon from Dollar Tree, and then you guys know some raffia and a piece of jute, and I am cinching this bow together. I didn't do an X bow. I just laid them all, like on top of each other and not staggered, you know what I mean? And then I used the extra jute and tied it around the handle and then hot glued the back of it just so that it wouldn't move anywhere. And then I fluffed the raffia out, and then I just wanted to add something else because I'm just a little extra. You saw in my last video, I found these little flowers, and I think this is so cute, you guys. Oh my gosh, I am in love with this. If you are new to my channel, my name is Savannah, and I love doing high-end Dollar Tree DIYs, or honestly anything DIY on a budget. So if that's something you're into, I hope that you stick around, hit that subscribe button. Also, liking, sharing, and commenting on my videos really does help my channel out, and it means the absolute world to me. Thanks, guys. All right, you guys, it has been a while since I have done a book stack on my channel, and I really wanted to do it again and show you guys how I like to do my book stacks. So I buy these books from Dollar Tree. I always try to get the hardback ones. I think the softbacks would be fine. And I always rip the cover off. And I rip it to a page, kind of see how that page has like words on it. I just feel like this makes these books look so old and a lot cuter when they're stacked somewhere in your house. But that's just me, personal opinion. And I don't like painting these and then distressing them. I feel like they already look distressed if you rip the things off. And so, yeah, I just love that. So I'm repeating that step with this book. Again, just ripping the hardback off and ripping 2 pages that I want to be on top. Like, I don't want a blank top. I kind of want it to look like this book is really old and it's lost a few pages and it's, you know, it's worn down and they're stackable books. Doesn't get much easier than that. So then I am taking some cheetah print and some like a deer print. I got this scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. If you guys know me, I'm obsessed with cheetah print. Obsessed. Love it. So I wanted to use it somewhere in this video. So I took a jumbo popsicle stick and I hot glued it to this scrapbook paper, and then I am going to cut it out. Then I'm going to repeat that step with the deer print, but actually smaller popsicle sticks, 2 of them, and you're going to cut the ends off to where it's like a straight on the end, and you're going to put them together. You can kind of see what I'm doing here. It's probably easier to watch than me like sit here and try to explain in a super complicated way when it's really not super complicated. So once you got those glued down, you're going to cut those out as well. So if you've been with me for a while, you've probably seen me do book stacks before, like a long time ago when I first started my channel. And I usually don't do them this way. I just wanted to do them this way because I wanted the bindings to have a cute pattern. Usually I will write something on the back of them. I'll paint the binder, or what is it? I don't know, the back of the book to where it's white, and then I'll write something on it. So then I am going in and I'm going to hot glue these popsicle sticks to the backs of the book. I just thought this would probably be, I can never speak, geez. I just thought that this would be the easiest way and to make sure that that pattern was seen and it wasn't wrinkly. So I just thought that that was going to be the easiest way. So you can see I ripped that page off again, so I want the words to show. And then I'm going to take some antique Waverly wax and we are going to start distressing this thing. Again, I want this to look super old. I mean, I can't really say that anymore. I just want it to look old. Once I got them both distressed how I liked, I am then taking some Dollar Tree lace ribbon and some jute, and I'm just going to tie a cute little knot at the top, nothing too crazy. Sometimes if I'm doing like a regular book stack like these, I'll put some greenery in there, but just because the backs of these books were such a statement, I just really wanted to do a simple little bow, and I think these turned out so stinking cute. I know I always say that, but I really do love everything today. So let me know what you guys think. Oh, you guys see those scissors? My mother-in-law's the best. She sent me some scissors after my last video. Moving on to our last DIY, I finally found some of the Dollar Tree nautical stuff, and I really thought this sand dollar was a lot harder, but it was just like a sticker. So I'm taking one of these houses and I'm removing the sand dollar, and then I'm going to remove the little like roof of the house, and we're going to keep that because I want to put that back on. And then we are going to cut out this house in some Dalmatian print scrapbook paper. And then I didn't want to show you guys how to cut it out. I'm sure you guys know how to cut. But then I'm taking some, just acrylic black paint, and I am just painting the top of the roof because, the Dalmatian print has black in it, and I kind of just wanted this to, I don't know. And I wanted that roof to be a little bit more of a statement. So I am just painting that with a sponge brush. Then we are going to put it all together. Now this DIY is super simple, but I think it's so cute. It would be perfect for a tier tray, and I love Dalmatian print right now too. Actually, my welcome mat at the front of my door, it's like that brown hard stuff. You guys know those mats, but it has home in black and then little Dalmatian black prints all over it. It's really, really cute. So I am just hot gluing this paper to the house, smoothing it out, and then I'm gonna sand the sides down. Now, if you like using Mod Podge, again, use what you guys like. I just sometimes don't like using it because of the bubbles and stuff like that. But if you do use Mod Podge before you sand, make sure that it's completely dry, or you will mess up your whole thing. Trust me, just take my word. So I'm just ripping off all the excess so I have nice clean lines and it looks like it was made this way. Then we're gonna hot glue our little black roof back on top. And then I do end up going in with that sponge brush again and just painting the whole roof of this little house, because you could still kind of see like where some of that paper kind of like stuck through it. So I just wanted to paint it so that it all blended in and it looked like it was one piece. Then you guessed it, we are gonna distress this cute little house, but just on the edges mostly, and then a little bit in the middle. So I'm taking my antique Waverly wax and my chip brush, and I'm just dry brushing on the corners, the ends, the edges, and then I kind of just lightly dry brush in the middle. Then I'm taking some of these stickers from the Dollar Tree, the letter stickers in like their school section, and I'm taking in, because our last name is Nicholas, and I'm kind of putting this at the top of the house. Then I'm taking some Dollar Tree lace ribbon and then some more of that jute, and I kind of want to make a messy, not a bow, but just make something messy with this as well. So I kind of just laid the house on top and kind of just, I don't know, wrapped it around, and then I ended up tying it in a knot and just playing with it until I got it how I liked. And then I put another one of those little burlap flowers from Hobby Lobby in the middle of this and just played with the ribbon and the jute until I got it how I wanted. And I think this turned out so cute. I had so much fun creating all of these DIYs. So let me know which one was your favorite from today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you made it all the way to the end, leave an animal emoji. And don't forget to check out the playlist in my description box. I know some amazing crafters joined us today. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.